Are you interested in how Micah Morris works out to hit bombs off the tee? In this video, I'm going to review a little bit of his training, see if we can give you a little bit of science behind it. Maybe you can take away some key points and hit some bombs off the tee.
Swings and holds and stuff with this. It's a 35-pound sledgehammer, and then I also wear this 40-pound weighted vest at all times, like during my workout for most of it until I easily do. I'm gonna do a little running after, and I won't wear it during that. Do some jump roping.
So weighted vests are an absolutely awesome way to make every exercise that you do harder. So if you're trying to do cardio or lose weight, that's a really awesome option. Though the single most important fitness characteristic in golf, outside of having the ability to walk, is power production. And power production requires you to move with maximal effort, be fully recovered, and be explosive. If you're not giving maximal effort in your power production, you are not getting more powerful at all. So the fact that this is just going to make him more tired by wearing the weighted vest is a little bit antagonistic to golf. And also being said, outside of just doing it because you love it, running is also a little bit antagonistic to golf goals. However, being powerful and explosive that I mentioned earlier is amazing.
Big jump rope guy.
Jumping rope is fine. One of the issues with it is that it could potentially tire you out too much for your working sets because, again, power is the most important thing. But if you do it just for a little bit and you don't get super tired, it's a fine warm up. As a side note, I will say this barn looks freaking amazing, complete with Nerf hoop. So I very much want to hang out there. Lat prayers kind of as another warm up. Again, this is fine. It's really popular for warm ups to be overly specific and or too lengthy. So just make sure that you're increasing your core body temperature and you're activating the muscles that you want to activate. One of the best ways to do this is actually just do lighter working sets of the exercise you're going to be doing anyways. So if you're going to squat 315 for the day, your first thing to do for warm-ups is throw 135 on the bar, do it for a set of 12, and then 225, set of 6 to 8 or something, then 315. Try to get that for a few reps, and then actually go into your working set.
You create discipline in your life. You're able to, it bleeds into every single part, whether it's your job, your relationship, your money.
This is absolutely true. So the discipline definitely does bleed over into other parts of your life. And another thing, confidence. So one of the things oftentimes recommended to people that don't have a lot of confidence is to start picking something that you're good at and get continually better and better and better at it, getting more and more exposure, and kind of your brain seeing yourself get those small wins, kind of just racking them up. It starts to bleed over into other areas of your life, allowing you to kind of see that if you put your best foot forward and keep trying, you can probably do all right at it.
I like to do these just to like warm up my shoulders, activates the core muscles, stability muscles.
It's hard to tell, but just based off the way he was talking, this might already be heavier than what you'd want for like just starting out warm up. And it doesn't seem super specific to what we're doing, but I could be wrong. We'll get into the workout. The weighted vest for sure.
And I personally don't think you need to work out for 3 hours a day. I'll probably do 30 minutes maybe, 30 minutes here.
That's a good point.
And I'll probably be gassed. My heart rate's gonna jump up. Swinging this hammer is crazy.
If you're training to get better at golf, your heart rate getting up is not relevant. Also, your heart rate getting up too much can directly take away from the type of training that you want to do to get better at golf. Again, he could possibly just be doing this for general wellness and fitness. I mean, he already hits the ball like a mile. So maybe he's not particularly training for club head speed here. Maybe he's training for just general wellness. So in that case, doing some cardio and getting your heart rate up is great.
Have to take a little bit of a break. I'll do the jump rope again, and then push-ups. And then I'll kind of do that probably.
All right, so now we're getting into something. This looks pretty explosive, these hammer hits here, but what I will say is, again, if you're trying to develop overall power, it needs to be explosive and you need to take breaks. So if you do this for too long and it becomes a cardiovascular exercise, you're likely not getting the power benefits that you need. Power is specifically about performance, and if you're not performing at that top level, you're not gaining power. Also, Power is a skill, and it's expressed specific to the movement that you do. So if you're trying to hit the ball farther, you might want to consider rotating in such a way that is a little closer to the golf swing, such as like rotation like this rather than more vertical.
The reason I like doing this is because it's explosive, okay? It's all about being explosive. You want to be able to act and react quickly.
That is true. You definitely do want to be explosive. The issue with these sets is, it looked like he was getting somewhere around like the 8 to 12 mark. Your power production drops off as you get more and more fatigued in the set, and then you're not training the skill that you're trying to develop. Power and strength are skills, and you have to push the ceiling of those skills to get better. I don't have any problem with these push-ups, especially in a weighted vest. I think these look really good. He's going a little bit fast on the way down, but again, we're assuming that he wants to be more powerful because he is, again, a golfer that hits the ball a mile. If you want to do these for hypertrophy, I would say definitely slow down the eccentrics, but for power performance here, this is great. Again, the more cardiovascular fatigued you get, the less likely you are to be able to make power and strength gains.
Whew. That's really something. I freaking love this. It is.
For general, like again, I can't state this enough. For general health and wellness and just being an absolute freak, this is a great workout. Like I don't really have a lot of problems with this. You'll get a ton more fit from doing stuff like this. If you're trying to hit the ball farther and be a better golfer, there's some fluff here. But again, I don't know his specific goals, and for general health and wellness and getting a little bit more power in here, this is absolutely fantastic workout.
Doing a little running. And might even top it off with a little Cameron Haynes run, lift, shoot. I did the lift part, I'm gonna run. Might even shoot my bow a little bit. So I'm gonna go run, and then we'll top this off with a little shooting.
Run, lift, shoot. That just sounds like it's good for the soul. Sign me up for a good time.
Discipline, baby. Discipline equals freedom. Let's go. All right, guys. Checking.
Discipline does equal freedom. It seems kind of counterintuitive, but the more disciplined you are, especially with hard work and then hard recovery, the more ability you have to enjoy any freedom you might have. Like think about all those times where you may have procrastinated, and then you get to that point where that deadline's actually due. You were stressed about it because you procrastinated it, and then now it's actually due. And now you have to kill yourself to do it.
Checking back in. I just completed a 1 mile run, and then instead of shooting, I actually came back and I did sprints. Maybe a bit over the.
Sprints would have a lot more carryover to golf than his 1 mile jog would. It's in the wrong plane necessarily, but still practicing generating high amounts of power output, especially like in the glutes and things that would allow you to sprint. It's going to have a little bit more carryover than the 1 mile run would. Again, 1 mile run is great for general health and fitness, but it's definitely not specific to the things we'd want to do for golf. If he had a specific sprint workout, that'd be great. I do specifically like that his run came after his lift, though. That's definitely how you want to structure it. Power stuff, strength stuff, hypertrophy stuff, cardio stuff for the most part.